Welcome, children. So, let us go to these idioms and phrases again, the phrasal verbs exercise. I warned them that there was no use in working on the project. It was a wild goose chase. That means a part of vague activity. It's a wild goose chase, and that means it's of no use. The parents left no stone unturned. The parents left no stone unturned to enable their disabled child to get good education. This is because they tried all the possible availabilities to get to get good education for their disabled child. It's difficult to listen to Don Gonzalo. He dash as soon as he opens his mouth. So he blows his own trumpet. Here one's own trumpet is there. He praises himself. I went to America and Ferdinand was my friend. Boosting is more in his words. So it's difficult to listen Don Gonzalo. He blows his own trumpet as soon as he opens his mouth. Blows because opens is present tense. That's why blows his mouth. Blows on his own trumpet when he opens his mouth. If you break rules, you will land yourself in a soup. If you break the rules, in a trouble. If you break the rules, you will land yourself in a trouble, in a soup. Here, fourth one, don't believe this man. He is hand in glove with the thief. That means he is engaged in wrongdoing. Because here the wild goose chase should be filled here. I had warned them that there is no use of working on a project. It's perfect there. So you can't fill this here. It should be he is hand in glove with the thief. Got it? Now match the idioms and phrases in section A with the meaning in section B. In section A, the phrasal verbs: to look something up, to look up to look down at, to let off, to hold up, to knock down, to look forward to put off someone, to put up with, to see red, to be in full swing, to get in one's way, to tell upon. And in B section, the meanings they given: to admire, to look at with scorn, to search for information, to stop others from going ahead, to break up, to await eagerly, to be allowed to go free, to obstruct others from work, to be going on, to affect, to tolerate, to irritate, to be very angry. Here, you had to match these idioms and phrases with their meanings. Let us see how to match. First of all, to look something up. How to match? Which meanings holds good here? To look something up is to search for information. To look something up is to search for information. Information or help or anything. So something beneficial for us. Okay. To look up to. To look up to is to admire. To look up to is to admire. He is looking up to his son for his achievement. Yeah. To look down at. To look down at is to look at with scorn. Or degrade. To look down at means to degrade. Earlier in 2-3 decades before, the caste system was very rigid, and the upper class people were looking down these people who are not skilled in any of the, who are doing the unskilled work. Got it? When the caste system was so rigid, the upper class people were all well-versed people or skilled people who are engaged in skilled work were looking down at the people who are performing the unskilled work. Got it? Yeah. Now, to let off. To let off is to be allowed to go free. This phrasal verb is so familiar to you children, right? Why? Because this phrasal verb you use daily. Now we are getting a let off, happy, because you feel that you are chained when you sit in the classroom. Although the lessons are interesting, although the time passed while the teaching is going on is not known, still while the students are let free, they feel free. They feel too much free and happy and fresh, right? Yeah. Next, to hold up. To hold up means to stop others from going ahead. Just what we say in Kannada, addagalu haku. Yes, to hold up somebody going ahead. We normally, there's a saying, there's a line which could be made, this line could be made longer in two ways. By drawing another line in front of it which is shorter one, this could be made longer, and by extending this to higher height, this could be made longer. Got it? So if you want to grow to a certain height, two ways are growing. Which are those two? One is growing ourselves through our hard work. Another is cutting the legs of the competitor who is competing with us to grow to the higher level. So, how it is possible? We are higher than him, no? That's all we want. So, that is jealous. Okay, anyhow, holding others from going ahead. That's the meaning of this phrasal verb. To hold up means to stop others from going ahead. Next, to knock down. To knock down means to break up. To break up. Knock down him. That means break up the bones if you want. That means stop from developing or to continue fighting against. Knock down. To look forward to. To look forward to. That is to await eagerly. He is looking forward for his visa. He is looking forward for his visa. He wished to continue his studies in abroad, looking forward for a visa. He wishes to continue his studies in abroad and looking forward for a visa. Means he waiting eagerly for the visa so that he could continue his studies in abroad. Got it? And remember, all these phrasal verbs, this meaning is not the final. According to the circumstances of the sentences, according to the other words in the sentence, according to the situation, the meaning of the phrasal verbs change. Next, to put up someone. To put up someone means to admire. Yeah, to put up someone, to admire somebody very much. He is putting up his children always. He is always putting up his children. That means admiring his children. They are so good in studies. They are so good in arts. They are so good in music, dance, etc. So they are so good in behaviors. They are excellent in their memory. Like that. Okay. Putting up. To see red. To see red means to be very angry. He's red with anger. What happens when we become too angry? Our face becomes reddish. Right? Our face becomes reddish. Because of that, we use the idiom red. Got it? Yeah. Next. To be in full swing. To be in full swing means to be going on. The classes are in full swing. in January and February. The classes will be in full swing in January and February. That means the classes will be going on according to the schedule without any break. Got it? The classes will be in full swing in January and February. So you are not supposed to be absent in January and February. To get in one's way means to obstruct others from work, to disturb, not allow others to work. To get in one's way, you're not supposed to get in anybody's way while others are busy, they are busy. We are not supposed to get others' way when they are too busy. Got it? Next, to tell upon. To tell upon is to affect. Tell upon is to affect. Yes. This is all the phrasal verb. Meanings, as I told, meanings differ from this word to word when they change. Here, let's go to this reading section, second unit, reading section first. I just entered that in the previous class. Let me continue this. Hospitals, then and now. All of us have seen the inside of a hospital sometime or other. Hospitals have a special smell of their own. I read this passage, I think, now. What did the ancient Greeks use as a resting place for the sick? Shall it to be read again? It's in previous 2-3 videos before, that's why, yes. Hospitals have a special smell of their own and seem very busy all the time. But how did the idea of setting up a special place come about? And before this, I wanted to tell something for you, a small event or a small story for you to correct yourself if you go wrong while writing the answers. Education related only, while writing the answers. In an interview, I don't know, I might have been told or not, probably I didn't. In an interview of a stock market CEO, it's a very high post, people used to rush there, the highly educated one, postgraduates, double graduates, and experts, experienced ones used to waiting to get the job of share market CEO place. The interview goes in different stages. The sorting will be done in many stages, and at last 5 to 6 members will be there for whom the written test will be there to finalize who has been selected to that post. So after many scrutiny or after facing many interview, 6 members of highly talented ones, extraordinarily brilliant, highly educated ones with the reputed young and energetic ones were selected to this last round of interview to this post. There, they were allowed to sit together. Anyhow, the person who was conducting the interview told that is he used to conduct the test together, interview together. They were made to sit in a room in a half circle where chair was there, writing pad was there, but they are not allowed to touch the pad or pen. Man said that the interview will be in a very special way. He is going to tell 10 words which should be carried by a man who is going to land in moon. Just 10 things who is going to land in moon. The people, the students or the people who have come for the interview had to list the names according to their importance. Just remember, they had to list the name according to their importance. And he told them to open the page and pen and went on saying the words. Matchbox, camera, oxygen, food tablets, headphone, to connect the land, this to connect the land, and such like. These are only 5. He went on dictating the 10 words. Which one to write first? They confused. Why the confusion? Because they don't know which words he'll tell. So, a lady, as soon as she finished the last word, she placed her paper which was correct. See, matchbox should be at the end. Matchbox is of no use because no oxygen there. So as soon as she told matchbox, she placed it at the end. Camera is second or third place. So it should be pending. Oxygen, it should be first place. Food tablets, next place. Camera, third. Headphone should be second, because camera instructions he had to, or the voice or whatever message he had to receive from earth, he had to receive, and then the camera should be on. Camera should be second or third, and this he had to decide. So the perfect one had to, perfect list should be made. The time what they take is not important. Who finishes first and perfect will get the job. Got it? Yes. Fine. And then next, after that, the girl placed and she was selected. After that, another interview they wanted to attend. These left off 9 were allowed, they asked to attend another interview where they would get another job which is little bit lower than the CEO post of the share market, but okay, fine, well paid, this post, recognized post, honorable post, everything okay, fine. She was selected and the 9 were allowed to sit in a room, and they were given a booklet, were not allowed to open. The interviewer said, the same interview we did last year, where we gave 25 minutes for the candidates, but as many of them were right, we reduced the time to much more, just to 10 minutes to answer the 25 questions, which is there in your booklet. Read the instructions carefully and then answer the questions, he told. Yeah, your time starts now, he opened. Okay, fine. They opened the booklet and started to write the answers. The first 4, 5, 6 or up to 10 questions were easy. That means write your name, write the third letter in your name, write your native place, or the last 2 digits of your cell number, the personal informations they asked. Everybody finished the first 10, whereas the remaining one went on difficult. The number of books in Alexandria, Library of Alexandria, the people who climbed Mount Everest, and the name of the person who was the CEO of this share market 20 years before. Such nonsensical questions were asked and they were struggling to answer. The perfect answer is also very important. At the end, only three could answer, three were selected, remaining all were failed. How could they get through? That's the question. In the instruction, it was given that only the first 10 questions should be answered and watch others answering hurriedly. They didn't read the instruction at all. They went on scratching their head to write the answers for the question, the number of books in Alexandria Library or the number of people who climbed Mount Everest, such nonsensical questions. So what happened? They failed to complete the examination or the interview examination, whatever it's an examination. And those who went through the instructions, they answered only the first 10 and were so happy to complete that. Got it? This is for you because after your test correction, I observed that many of you didn't follow the instruction at all. In midterm examination, if you didn't follow the instruction, you won't get marks. Fill the blanks means you had to write the sentence or the paragraph and fill the blanks. You are not supposed to write only the words because it's not asked, they won't ask which word should be filled to fill the blank. If the question is which word should be filled, then only words. If not, you have to write the paragraph and fill the blanks wherever necessary. Or else it is wrong. It's not so. And the first main, write the answer in a word, phrase or sentence almost as I repeat it again and again, as your first year also the teachers might have been repeated it again and again. So it's almost correct. But grammar section, to fill the blanks, if you wrote only the answers, next midterm examination, you won't get marks. That is strict. You had to remember that very well, that you had to write full sentence or full paragraph to write the answers. Got it? Then only you will get the marks, or else no. So as I told earlier, fill the blanks with suitable prepositions or articles given from the bracket. The, in, of, at, a. What is the meaning of this? This is nonsensical answer, no? Don't you feel so? You won't get marks for this. So I may search the answer here and find out which blank should be filled with which answer according to the order I can go through. But your evaluator while doing the correction in final examination, that is the best place to deduct marks if you score above 85 or 90. Best place to deduct marks. So be aware of this, so that let not you lose marks for any of such mistakes. Got it? Did you understand? Especially fill the blanks with suitable right form of the verb given in the bracket, or fill the blanks with suitable form of the preposition given in the bracket. Like that, you had to write the full form. For that note making, fine, you need not write the sentence. For note making, only the word which should be filled in particular numbered square you can write. But nowhere else you are supposed to write only the words. Remember this very well. This is not my rule. This is the PU board rule. Got it? In concession, considering that you are my children, as you know the answer, right answer, because of laziness or because of not understanding or not concentrating to write the full paragraph, you might have been made mistake. With that thought, I may give marks. If I give marks, it continues. If once you lost marks, then you will remember it permanently. So don't make such mistakes. Fill the blanks means you had to fill the blanks. You have to write the full paragraph or sentence and fill the blanks. Got it? Yeah. Next. The idea of hospital. So, what did the ancient Greeks use as a resting place for the sick? Passage I won't read because I already read it. Why to repeat it, I think. The ancient Greeks used temples of gods as resting place for the sick. That's all. Ancient Greeks used temples of gods as a resting place for the sick. Got it? Next, why did the Romans realize the need for hospitals? They were always at war and their soldiers needed care and treatment. Because they were always at war and their soldiers needed care and treatment. Next, when did the church hospitals begin? The church hospitals begin by the 4th century. Just the church hospitals begin by the 4th century. So, rich citizens in Britain founded hospitals because they wished to serve the public. There also, they wish to serve the public. Don't write only A, write A and a sentence. Name the first training college for nurses. So, St. Thomas Hospital in England. St. Thomas Hospital in England is the first training college for nurses. Fill the blanks with the appropriate words or phrases. Temple of Gods of Healing. So, here, before 4th century. 4th century, place for the sick. 4th century, church hospitals. 17th century, public hospitals. 19th century, well-equipped public and private hospitals. Find synonyms from the passage to the following words. Understand, first paragraph. All us seen the inside of a hospital, something or the other. Hospitals have special smell of their own and seem very busy all the time. How did the idea of setting up a special place ever come about? Understand, ever come. Established, 4th paragraph. Centuries passed. By 17th century, public hospitals were founded. Established, founded. Dispensary. So, the doctors, they are staff like receptionists, decor staff, hospital managers, even the pharmacy. Pharmacy is dispensary. Find antonyms from the passage for the following words. Layman. So, fifth paragraph. The hospital as we see today, hospital began to evolve only around 19th century. People began to live in better condition. They felt the need for more cleanliness in the past. It was Florence Nightingale who began to feel the need for trained nurses to care for the sick. She began St. Thomas